What's up, everybody? My name's Dr. Mark Whitfield. I'm the Assistant Director of Athletic Bands and Instructor of Trombone at North Carolina State University. Today I'm going to be going over the 2024-2025 North Carolina Bandmasters Association All-State Honor Band repertoire for 7th and 8th grade. The trombone solo is solo 1A, so let's jump right in. As you prepare for your audition, it's important to keep a few things in mind. First things first, don't practice the solo by just playing the solo. There's several skills that it requires that you need to work on outside of the solo so that when it comes to playing the solo, you can incorporate those skills more organically. This solo is in our favorite key of concert B-flat major. So, make sure you know your B-flat major scale up and down, backwards and forwards. I like to practice my scales 3 times through in eighth notes. I like to practice my scales in thirds. And I like to practice my scales in patterns other than the one on the all-state scale sheet, the one you're going to play in your audition. As you're working on your B-flat major scale and familiarizing yourself with that key center, make sure you're working through C in both trigger 1, if you've got a trigger, and in 6th position. You're going to use both in different pieces of music depending on where your slide's coming from, so you need to be able to do both fluidly. Huge thing, always practice with a metronome. Set your metronome at a quarter note equals 112, the tempo of this piece. And if you can play it completely effortlessly and make it sound super easy, then great. If not, back the tempo down and build it one phrase at a time. It's kind of like building stuff with Legos. So you work these 4 measures or those 4 measures or those 2 measures at quarter note equals 92, and then you work them up at 96 and then 104, and then suddenly you've got everything at 112 and you've put all those Lego pieces together and boom, you've got the Millennium Falcon. Your band director's probably said this to you 100 times by now, but you've got to exaggerate everything. This big 9-foot long piece of pipe is a big giant impedance. So everything that you put into it comes out a little bit muffled, so you've got to exaggerate it because it's got to sound like you want it to sound way out there, not just right here in front of the bell. Exaggerate your dynamics, exaggerate your articulations, make the differences very clear between tenuto, marcato, tongue slurs, and natural slurs. Exaggerate everything above and below the music. You want to make sure that the listener can write that music down exactly as it's written. That's when you know you're playing everything on the page clearly, and that's when you have a super compelling performance and a great audition. Know your Italian terms. There's a few terms on this page that you need to make sure you're aware of. Specifically, cantabile means singingly, so you want to make sure it's super melodic and expressive. If you're lucky enough to get a callback for Allstate, make sure you familiarize yourself with that B ending. Con brio means with vigor, with energy. So that last measure or two, you can give it a little bit of a kick. Once again, everybody, I'm Dr. Mark Whitfield. I hope this video has been helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in a comment down below. You can also shoot me a message on Instagram or at my NC State email address. If you have any friends that are auditioning for All-State, send this playlist to them. I'm doing videos for trombone and euphonium for 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, 12 solos. Now, good luck on your audition, happy practicing, and go Pack!